So, welcome to Hanging with the Hazes. This is Crazy Keon, and it has come to my attention that a lot of people do not know how to book a campground. They have no idea what the process is. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a quick, less than 5-minute tutorial on what to look for in a basic campground while you are traveling. Now, keep in mind, this is not exhaustive. This is just a quick tutorial on what to look for, how to book a campground, how to look at some things that are around that area, and if you have any questions or comments, y'all know what to do. Drop them in that comment section, and we'll be back in 2 shakes of a nickel. This is how you book a campground. Once you decide where you're going to go, so we're going to book a campsite, well, mock book it because I've already booked, but we're going to show you how to do this. So we decided we're going to Orlando. All right, so we know we're going to do Disney, and we booked Disney already. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go to the beach while we're out there. So the first thing I do is I go to my map and I realize, okay, I'm in the middle of the state, not any ocean close by. Where do I want to go to the beach? So being from this neck of the woods up here, when we leave Orlando, we want to go back that way. So I think St. Augustine is that neck of the woods is where we're going to book for, a couple of nights to go to the beach. So we already have St. Augustine pulled up here, and we already know we need full hookups, which they have checked off. They have patio, lake pull-throughs and all that good stuff. I'm not worried about that yet, but I need to make sure my basics are met. So electric service is 50 amps. We're good. Full hookups. We're good. That means I got electric, water, and sewer. The next thing I do is I take a look at the area to see what's going on. Now, in this particular case, we want KOA St. Aug. All right. And I'm not really worried about the reviews, but I do want to see where it is. And when you look at this, you see that we are right there at the beach. Pope Road will take me to the beach. And from what I understand, they even have some free parking down here somewhere. There we go. All right. So I mapped out the area. We know that that particular campground has my power needs. It can fit my coach at 40 feet. And we see that they're not bad priced. And we happen to be KOA rewards people. So we're going to get 10% off, and that's cool. Now I'm going to look through these. Now, we already covered the 50 amp, the full hookup. We're good. Whether or not you need pull through or not depends on your situation. In our case, we probably will get one simply because we're only going to be there for a couple of days. This one is next to the lake. These are not next to the lake, but they're pull through. So they got a couple of options there. They got pull throughs. They got patios, deluxe non-lake. Okay, sounds pretty good. And they look pretty good. Okay. And, they got a grill and some tables and chairs and some decorations. So we're doing pretty good. All right. So once we look at the pictures and everything looks cool, these are for your smaller units, I'm assuming. Yeah, less than 25 feet. Okay. So now that we know that they got what we can, accommodations that we can live with. The next thing I like to do when I'm booking my campsite is back up a little bit and let's look at the map. Let's see if we can find a map. St. Augustine, right? And I look at the campground map because that tells me how tight stuff is to get in and all of that good stuff. So, book directions, book now. There's got to be a map somewhere. All right. And here's the map. So here's the lake that they're talking about. And here are all the pull-throughs by the lake. And they have a legend up there. So, you want to look at that and make sure you know what you're talking about there. So, me personally, I'm not really a lake guy. I'm going to the beach. I don't have to have that. So any of the yellow pull-through sites for me would be cool. Now they got these little red dots. Let's see what the red dots are for. Red dots are deluxe sites. Okay. So I already know that if I get a deluxe site, I could potentially be in any of these. And then if I just get a regular old site, I could be in one of these or one of these or whatever. Okay, so I can live with this. It looks like it's pretty cool. I go back to my map, I zoom out, and then I see that it is right off of, what road is this? A100? I think it's the A1A. Bingo. A1A. All right. Which means 95 is over here. So it's a little distance off of 95, which isn't bad, you know. So we're going to come in off of 207. Come on up into, what is this? 312. And then come on down into St. Aug. And it's right there. And it looks like once you make the right onto the A1A, you're going to make another right onto Pope Road. Can you get in from down here on West 16th? It looks like you might be able to, but that looks like an arrow coming out. So you want to look to make sure you can actually get in there. And so in our case, we're going to come in off of Pope Road. Boom, come in through right here. Looks like there's a pool right there. And I even like to do this. What the heck? Let's look and see what's going on and what we can see. So we drop our little guy right there. It brings that up. Yep, that is the entrance off of Pope Road. So you come on in here. See if it'll let me come in. No, you can't. But you can at least see there's the pool. There's the little house. Plenty of wide road. Wide road is good. So even if you have to come down here, wide road again is good. Back out of this again. Okay, so it's right here. Can you come in off of West Pope? You can. So if you come down 312, come down Mid-Cell Road, make the left onto Pope Road. It's a right turn into the campground. You don't have to deal with this. All right, so that works. So now that you've worked out those logistics, the next thing you do is you go back here. You got your map figured out. You know where you want to stay. You get your rates and availability, and then you start to book. In our case, let's say we want to be bougie a little bit. We're going to go ahead and reserve that. You come over here, you make sure that the nights that you want to stay line up with the dates that you're staying, okay? You'd be amazed at how many of these quack sites out there don't do that. KOA is usually fantastic about it. You never have to worry about it. Here's the one thing about KOA I want you to remember. If you're traveling to Florida and it's hurricane season, rainy season, snowy season, whatever season you go into where there's a KOA, they now have this sensible weather thing. And in case you're wondering, yes, I love me some KOA. We're going to add the weather guarantee. So if it rains and it does X amount of rain, I get a percentage of it back up to the full day of that $101. Okay. Now, this doesn't have my KOA rewards in it. I just didn't log in. But nevertheless, when you log in, that drops by 10%. And that's a cool thing. The other thing that you can do a lot of times with KOA is pre-purchase firewood, fire starters, ice. You can pre-purchase grills. If they rent them, you can pre-purchase fire pit rentals if you have to do that. New Orleans, I had brought my own fire pit, but they were able to rent. You can do that on the site in a lot of cases. You can also purchase your KOA rewards or attach rewards to it right there. It gives you where you're staying, how many nights, how many people in your party. Do yourself a favor. Don't lie about that, because the last thing you want to do is lie about the kids or the adults, and then they find out that you have more, and then they put you out. Because wrong time, wrong season, you're going to be boondocking. And you might be boondocking at a truck stop somewhere, because you might not be able to get into anywhere depending on where you are. Check out all the details. Make sure that everything matches what you need. Confirm your unit. For God's sake, confirm it. You want to make sure that they know what you have and that everything here lines up with this. And make sure you don't lie about your pets either, because if they find out that you got pets and you didn't pay for it, or you don't pick up after your pet, it makes it bad for other people and it potentially gets you put out. So that is how you book a campground. Determine where you want to be, make sure it fits your needs, and make sure you don't get put out. All right, so now that you got the basics, I want you to come back and check out the next video. In the next video, we're going to get into how to select a destination. Once you select the destination, we're going to show you how to book the campground, and we're going to show you how to book certain things to do, like dining, other amenities like park visits, things like that. And then you will have a 100% exhaustive way how to book your vacation, not just the campground. So thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe. We definitely want to keep you informed on how to camp, not only the fun way, but the right way. This is Hanging with the Hazes.